Hello YouTube! In today's video, I will talk about two tree falling setup that are really useful for any type of build. And those two setup are Guardian Blessing setup and the Animate Guardian. So the Guardian Blessing setup, it is really useful because it allows you to have a free 50% aura. Because you can use one of the minion. I mean, how the gem works basically is just the minion you will summon. I mean, the minion link to the Guardian Blessing support will provide you an aura. The downside will be it will lose HP over time. Higher you go on the gem level, higher the degen will be, but you will have, as you can see on the top side here, the support skill have 30% reduce aura effects. And if you look on the wiki, you go higher on the higher the level is, higher aura effect you get. Guardian Blessing, I'm just gonna show you there how much you can get. Guardian Blessing support. So you start with 30% reduce effect, and you can go up to 30% level 21. But as you can see, you will lose more and more HP. There is one minion, I mean, this has been known for a really long time, which is called Dark Marionettes. This and me, what it does, you can summon it with Ray Spectre. And this thing, when it dies, it resummoned by themselves. So even if they die during mapping or they die because they are degening, you just have to recast your aura once and you will have the aura. And you can link it to the aura you want. It doesn't matter which one you will go for, but it's just a way to get a free 50% aura. On my current setup right now, I'm also using a Tree Link, Ray Spectre, Guardian Blessing, and my 50% aura ace in this case. But you can go for Full Link with Mid Shield, and Mid Shield is like really strong because it gives minion are defensive. That means the minion will stay around you, so they will not go on the enemy and attack. So minion defensive, it's pretty strong. And on top of that, there is minion take 29% less damage, which also work for the degen. So how do you set up the thing? Is just you buy those corpses, which is Dark Marionette. Those Dark Marionette are available on the trade. Those are coming from Ritual. There is 3 tier of Dark Marionettes. The first one Imperfect, the second one Dark Marionette, and the Perfect. Do not really matter which tier you got and the item level itself, because the item level will depend of the gem you're running, the Ray Spectre gem. So I personally buy the cheapest one. Doesn't really matter. You can grab the perfect Dark Marionette if it's the same prices, but to be honest, it will not change much. So how do you set up that? It's just you right click the Dark Marionette in your inventory, and the corpse will spawn there. We can barely see it, but actually, this maybe we can see the corpses here. Then you will click the Ray Spectre with your cursor on, and then there you go. That's how you raise those two guys. And whenever you press your aura, you see I have ace up now. I mean, I'm hiding the buff there, but I have my ace up, and as you can see, they are dying a bit. As you can see, they're attacking the minion here. That's why you kind of want to have minion defensive so they stay around you. And whenever they will die, you will see there they will resummon by themselves. I can actually remove my Conground real quick, so they will die faster. You see one die, my skill is still up, and they will resummon a few seconds later. So if you're able to desync them, you will not have to recast the aura. But if they are both dying at the same time, your aura will go down and you will have to wait for them to respawn and then recast the aura. So having stuff such as like Conground, Vitality and stuff, like if I put my Vitality on, you will see they will stay pretty healthy there. And this is like one of the reasons I like to keep Guardian Blessing low level because they take less damage. If you go for mid shield support, you can probably go higher level, such as like level 7 or 8, so you don't have the reduced aura effect from the skill. But up drilling can work. The uptime is less than falling for sure, but you know, it's like trading Sibio, a gem slot, or an abyssal sockcase in my case. So that's it for this setup, and there were another one that I want to show, which is the Animate Guardian. Animate Guardian, this league in 326, the setup have been Animate Guardian have been changed. When your Animate Guardian die in a map, what it used to happen before is you will be losing everything that have the Animate Guardian equipped on. Animate Guardian is a spell minion that allows you to equip a helmet, gloves, boots, body armor, and weapon. You can't give range item to the Animate Guardian. And this league in 326, the change is whenever the minion die, there is no way to resummon it in the map. Like for example, you run a map, it die, you will lose it. But if you go back to your hideout, you can actually resummon it, and in the next map, the next instance, it will be up again. And there is many interesting things you can do with Animate Guardian. I did make a pub with all of the different setup. We'll just show you how you can equip the item. I'm just gonna go oh, that's my merc there. So if I equip the Animate there, as you can see, there is nothing summon around. I can click, nothing happened. But if I put an item on the floor, what is my bind to CD the item? Wait, hold on. Where is my, oh, there we go. If I put my cursor on and I press the keybind, the item is gone from the floor, and then my Animate Guardian is down to summon. So he's wearing the item that I'm giving to him, so... up. And now my Animate Guardian is fully equipped. So since we can give any item to the Animate Guardian, there is a lot of combination possible that are pretty good with it. On the support gem on the Animate Guardian, there is stuff such as mid shield that we have been talking before. This thing is like really cool. He get always close to you, he's defensive, and he take also less damage. There is elemental army that give additional elemental resistances. On top of that, he got also maximum elemental resistances, which make him even tankier. And minion life, you want it like level 20 with quality, of course. This give like a more minion life multiplier. So that will be basically the full link of your Animate Guardian. If there is one link you want to throw away, that will probably be Elemental Army support, because you can be cap res with your minion without the Elemental Army, but the +5 max res to him give a lot of defense, and you actually don't want him to die in maps. So our full link setup with this is actually pretty cool. And we go over the item that we can equip to him. We'll give this pub in the description below. I would say there is like 3 main version of it. I mean, for my case, there is also like plenty of different things you can do if you're a minion build. But let's go over like a cheap item that you can give to him. First item on the weapon will be the Dying Breath. This is staff that give nearby ally gain 19% increased damage. It's not the best, but that's, well, for cheap, like this item is like worth nothing, so it's kind of cool. Leer Cast, it's a really strong helmet. It gives ally damage. You and nearby ally gaining 50% increased damage. There is good corruption you can get on the helmet. The first best one will be 2% life regen, and then the second one will be % life. On the cheap version, body armor, you can get the Belly of the Beast. These give 40% increased maximum life. And then corruption, the best one would be % life, and then reduce extra damage from crit is like still something, but yeah, if you can get one with % life, it's pretty good. The gloves, Gloves, Southbound, give percent life. Try to buy max roll 1, it can go up to 12 to 16. And Corruption on gloves can be percent life as well. On the boots, you mainly want a boot slot to give him resistances. The gloves, the Southbound gloves provide cold res, so you actually want to have lighting and chaos res. You can see the total HP of this guy. This is on a gem 20. Actually 21. You got like 32,000 life, which is like fairly okay if you want to check out the res. You have to go into calc here and see the res. So close to be cap chaos res. I think I have the wrong boots on. This is better. The boots with implicit chaos resistances, so it will be technically cap res. For whatever reason, this doesn't change because I have the wrong stuff on. There we go. Why it doesn't show? Oh, you do have the implicit there, so like 3 off, and then as you can see, the resistances here is over cap. It's because of the support gem. As I said, support gem, you don't have to run it, but it's cool to get those +5 max res here. So then we go over the, I would say, a bit more expensive. On the cheap version, there is also another really cool body. It's like below the base is cheap early on, but there is the Crew Goals belt. This one is actually really cool because it gives a lot of life regen to our you give 10% life regen per second, and for whatever reason I can't see the life regen on the stat here. Maybe I can show you there. I can't. Animate Guardian, is it because of the body armor? Okay, well basically it will gain 10% of the life if I equip no body armor. Well, why I can't see those anymore? I'm confused. It's a bit annoying to see the stats of this guy. Oh, I put the wrong element on. So without the body, we'll have like 25,000 life. So it will be regenerating 10% of this total HP, which is a really strong defense for your AG to survive. But yeah, it's a bit expensive. Like early on, it's like 50 cows or so. So the belly of the beast will do the job early if you want to have an Animate Guardian early. Then on the explosive version, this is where the Animate Guardian shine, because we are changing the weapon to the King's Maker, and this weapon gives you nearby ally Curling Strike. So like extremely powerful Curling Strike with killing the mobs with 10% less HP. Nearby ally have 30% increased item remedy, which is always cool, and on top of that you have 50% multi and also 10% fortification, which is 10% less damage taken from any sources. Absolutely powerful, the Kingsmaker. This is why people going AG, it's because of this item, the Kingsmaker. In this setup we are going Learcast once again, percent life regen and percent life if you can get your hands on of those. And I really like the Doppelganger. It's the body coming from Maven. This gives to your Animate Guardian the Sane stance, which is 40% less physical and chaos damage taken. Give him like way tankier, and then he regen 10% of life over 1 second when he got hit. So you got regen and defense as well. This is of this body. You can also, of course, use the other one that gives 10% flat regen all of the time. So I think the Doppelganger is also really... It's like a... I do prefer Doppelganger. It gives like more physical hit and chaos hit. The globes self-bound as well. It's just like percent life. Since we're scaling the whole base HP of the Animate Guardian, and the boost here are just here to fix resistances. This one, sadly, the Kingsmaker is a bit expensive, but having a folding setup that provides you Curling Strike, multi, fortification, and rarity, this is like absolutely strong. And there is another setup I want to talk about, which is like even more expensive, but this is gonna be like really late game. We're still using the Kingsmaker, but the body armor change. We are using Garb of the Ephemeral. This body armor give us nearby ally action speed can be modified to Bale's value, which is in T16.5 and T17 maps, absolutely lovely. It's been on daily maps as well. And you also get nearby enemies cannot deal crit, which is like a bit of difference. You're not immune to crit. Keep in mind that, because it's nearby enemy cannot deal crit. You can still get crit by like daily effects, like stuff that are not in the range of your Gabble of Ephemeral. But this is still really good to get there. Downside is, with this body armor, we don't have any regen. To get regen, there is a way to actually get regen is by using this helmet, the Mask of the Stitch Demon. This is Alva helmet you can get, and then you can upgrade it to the Mask of the Stitch Demon. This helmet gives 1% life regen per 500 max energy shield. This is pretty good. As you can see there, we have to have 3000 life regen, but you have to get the energy shield on your AG, and there is a way for that. As you can see there is an amulet. Even if you can't get an amulet, this will have to be on your character. You have to anoint Grave Intention. This anoint give minion chaos res, which is cool, and also minion gain 20% of max life as extra ES. And in combination with the Mask of the Stitch Demon, this provide to your minion like 3000 regen. So that's how your AG will survive in maps. Like 3000 life regen, like 30k HP. And if you use Elemental Army, you will be cap chaos res and 80 on the res. So this gives like a lot of defense, and on top of that, you have the Garb of Ephemeral going, plus the Kingsmaker. So this is like the ultimate setup you want to go for, but you have to sacrifice one Anoint. If you remove the Anoint, as you can see, he's not recovering any HP, and you will probably suffer from like degen maps. And if he got hit multiple times, he might die because he had no recovery. So the Anoint is like a necessity if you go Garb of the Ephemeral with the Mask of the Stitch Demon. So I give this pop in the description there. There is like the 3 different version you can do. Oh, one thing that I haven't mentioned is Kingsmaker. If you are in party, if your friends wearing also Kingsmaker, you will have 2 Kingsmaker, and you don't get the benefit twice for like nearby ally multi, or you don't have double culling or double rarity, but you do gain another plus 10 fortification. So in duo, if you have 2 AG set up, you will have 20 fortification up all of the time. This is like quite strong. So it's still worth to get 2 AG going on a duo build, because you gain 20 fortification. And yeah, someone said in the chat, there is other way to get gravitation. You can put like a jewel there that with the rings, you can grab gravitation with probably some other stuff, depending where you are on the tree. But it's also something you can do. So that's it for the video. I hope you like it, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, YouTube.